Religion, to bind back together. It's a word that echoes through the corridors of human history, a word that has shaped civilizations, inspired acts of tremendous kindness, yet also unleashed wars, fear, and control. Let us explore what lies beneath the surface of these ancient institutions, because behind the sacred rituals and doctrines, there may be truths and illusions that profoundly influence our freedom and purpose. Religions are organized systems, beliefs, practices, moral codes, centered around some notion of spiritual understanding, of connection to something greater. But are they truly paths to enlightenment, or are they barriers crafted to keep us separate from the universe and from ourselves? We need to peel back the layers. We need to ask tough questions. Is religion a means of liberation or a tool of control? Are the stories we've been told the whole truth? And what if the universe itself, our divine, infinite intelligence, has been speaking to us all along, in signs, in synchronicities, in whispers? Imagine that humanity is like a bird in a cage, an invisible cage built from beliefs and institutions. Step out of one box, materialism, religion, spirituality, and yet another awaits, ready to contain you. It begins with materialism, the idea that only matter exists, that we are simply biological machines, driven by instinct, our existence and life experience explained entirely by science. If a voice inside tells you there's more, then religion steps in, offering a divine creator, a moral order, a promise of salvation. But what if these stories serve a purpose beyond understanding? What if they're designed to keep us in check? Religion often claims moral authority. Follow these rules or face eternal punishment. It creates hierarchies, placing intermediaries between us and the divine. It uses fear, fear of hell, fear of divine wrath, to control behavior. It promises paradise, but at what cost? It can foster guilt, shame, and dependency, keeping us compliant, docile, and disconnected from the true essence of the universe. Beyond religion lies spirituality, the pursuit of connection, of understanding the transcendent. It's about finding inner peace, discovering your higher self, aligning with natural laws. But even spirituality can be watered down, commercialized, turned into a consumer product, distracting us from the deeper truths. And then there's the ultimate truth, the ontology of all that is. The universe has infinite, intelligent consciousness, an energy so vast, so profound, that creation itself is an act of exploration. Everything we see, feel, and experience is a reflection of this divine intelligence. We are sparks of this universe, here to learn, to grow, to create. And the universe is always speaking to us through signs, synchronicities, and moments of insight. But here's the secret. Our perspective shapes reality. In every moment, we can choose to see fear or love, separation or unity. The universe is always whispering to us, but are we listening? Throughout history, religion has been used as a control mechanism, sometimes subtly, sometimes overtly. It's about compliance, using guilt, shame, and fear to keep populations obedient. God's will becomes an unchallengeable authority. The promise of heaven or the threat of hell keeps us in line. Hierarchies emerge, clergy as intermediaries, rulers claiming divine right, blending spiritual authority with political power. Wealth accumulates, churches, temples, and institutions amass land, resources, influence. Knowledge is restricted, books censored, questions discouraged. Society becomes tribal, defining who is saved, who is lost, fostering division and conflict. Fear becomes a weapon. Holy wars, scapegoating, and the suppression of dissent. The narrative of suffering as virtue, of enduring hardship for spiritual gain, keeps many in silent compliance. Behind every dogma lies a systematic effort to control, to harvest energy, emotional, spiritual, even physical. What if the stories we've inherited about divine beings, angels, gods, are not just metaphors but literal histories? What if the Elohim of ancient texts were actually extraterrestrial beings, alien warlords who seeded life on Earth? The plural form of Elohim suggests multiple beings, possibly a council of advanced entities. They appear as physical beings, walking in the garden, speaking with humans, wielding technology that seems divine. Their conflicts, their experiments, their control, these stories could be echoes of ancient encounters with technologically superior civilizations. What if the biblical stories of giants, floods, and divine fire were encounters with advanced technology, nuclear-like blasts, energy weapons, or genetic experiments? Could the heavenly chariots and wheels within wheels be UFOs? And if so, what does that mean for our understanding of history and ourselves? The journey we're on isn't just about uncovering secrets. It's about awakening, remembering that we are divine sparks, capable of creating our reality, of transcending the control systems designed to keep us small. The universe is on your side. It's always speaking to you through signs, feelings, and the quiet voice of intuition. The more you listen, the more you realize that the greatest truth is simple. We are powerful, infinite, and free. The choice is yours. Will you continue to live in the illusion, or will you step into the truth of who you really are?